We're joined here by Hofstra head coach Joe Mahalik, DeJour Bowie, and Eli Pemberton. Coach, congratulations on the win, and we will let you open it up with a statement, please.
Yeah, proud of our guys. It was, a typical first game. I mean, listen, you finish first or second, I guess it is, and you have to play a team that's played before. They played a game. Now, I know they're tired. I get all that. But don't forget that they played last night. They got the jitters out. We had the jitters at first half. It's going to happen. I don't care who you are. These are two of the greatest seniors in the country. At the same time, it's still that first half, and you gotta work through some things. They did that the night before, so and credit to them for the way they played in the first half. But our guys had great poise and great composure, two qualities that I think championship teams have. We've had it all year long. We knew what we had to do at halftime. That doesn't mean it was going to be easy, but number 4 and number 5 just weren't going to let us loose.
All right, we'll open up to questions. John.
Eli, seemed really determined to start the second half. Everybody kind of fed off of you. You kind of sense that with the rest of the team?
Yeah, and once we got that energy going, I seen the guys, and that little bit of uplift, I think that's what sparked us in the second half. Came off just had the butterflies that first half, and I'm thankful that I was the spark that got the team going. So tomorrow's it might be Tariq Coburn, you never know. So I think it was definitely a big piece for us.
Joe, could you comment on the level of intensity on defense? In all my years I've been covering this thing, I've never seen it like this.
And how many years is that, by the way? It's quite a few, right?
Well,
you don't have to say. 3 or 4 at least, right? These guys, and I don't want to get carried away here or even get corny, but these guys, they work so well together. 5 guys are always moving when something happens. They play off of each other. They read each other. Pass goes here, ball goes there. 5 guys are moving to the right spot. They've become so good at it. It's a great credit to them for that, because it's one for our defense tonight. We clearly wouldn't be so happy right now.
For Joe and the players, what did you guys specifically do against Winter all game? Held him scoreless. What were you guys kind of able to do and just not let him get in?
We know he's a great point guard. Last night he had a great game. So we just tried to throw him off a little bit, throw a little different stuff at him today, and it worked in our favor.
Coach, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, listen, the goal for any player that you play against is to not let him get comfortable. I don't care if it was James Butler or Cam Winter or whoever we're going to play tomorrow night. The goal is try not to let guys get comfortable. And, I don't know that any of the guys really felt comfortable tonight. I felt Walton probably had a couple of plays where he felt comfortable, but, it wasn't like we said, hey, let's hold this guy scoreless. I mean, the guy's too good. He's such a good player.
We'll go to Jerry in the back.
Joe, how big a role did Stafford play in kind of helping you guys get to that first half luxury and get the locker room lead?
We said coming down here, we're going to need something from people. Whether it's Stafford, Trueheart, he gave us some minutes. Kevin came in and backed us up. Kevin Skutta came in and he grabs a big offensive rebound, kicks it out to DeJour for a 3 that might have kind of sealed the deal. I thought Omar gave us some good minutes. Doesn't show up in the stat sheet, and Caleb Burgess gave us a couple minutes too. So we're going to need him.
To Michael.
In the first half, you feel like you were getting some really good shots around the basket against Monty Urias. Do you think at the half you sensed that you had a size advantage there and that played into the way you played in the second half?
I think the coaches and my team, we knew I had the size advantage. But second half is just, I didn't have to do too much, just keep the game simple and just attack downhill.
Yeah, we'll go back to Lou.
I heard a lot of names mentioned. What about Conte?
Who?
Conte.
Oh, Isaac was great. I'll tell you what, and I thought he was a perfect example of somebody that needed to get the jitters out a little bit, because the first half wasn't great for him. I think he would tell you that. Second half he was as good as Butler is. Isaac was equal to that.
We'll go to John and then John.
Joe, also Jalen Ray had a big first half for you as well, especially when you're having trouble scoring in the first half, just kind of keep it close.
Yeah, he got us a couple buckets, and hey, listen, it's going to take all these people. It's going to take every name on here to every coach will say the same thing. You're going to need your whole roster to win 3 games in 3 days.
John and then Lou.
Eli, you had a career high 35 on senior day. Come back today, 19 points, tied a career high with 12 boards and 0 turnovers. Do you feel like you're playing the best?
You said 0 turnovers?
Wow. That's no lie. Do you feel like you're playing the best basketball of your life, and how do you keep it going all week?
I feel like, yeah, I'm definitely playing the best I've ever played. I just listen to my coaches, just took the pressure off just to have fun. It's my last go around. And my brothers make it so easy for me just to have fun. Those guys fight for me, so I have no choice but to fight for them, give them 110%.
I was just kidding Dejure because he just became the 4th player in the history of Hofstra basketball, a lot of years, to have over 1,000 points, over 500 assists, and 200 steals. And obviously not many people do that. So, in a career that just keeps getting better and better with every game, these guys just keep rewriting the record books. So, pressure was on. I said, you got to get at least 1 steal. So, you got 1. You're allowed to get 2.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. I could have, but the ball hit the red foot.
That's right. That's right. Play at half court.
Luke.
Joe, any concern that you got 0 points on the bench today?
No.
Jared.
Joe, for the first 2 years, you're the 1 seed. You had it wasn't an easy win late in the second half either time. This time, you're a little bit of distance. Do you think this can help you guys the next 2 days? You're trying to go, obviously, 3 in 3 days.
Yeah, so right. I think so. Last year was JMU, right? Yeah, so hopefully, yeah. But I think last year, we've been there before. Last year's, we learned from it. We were all there. These guys were there last year. They know we can refer to that game against JMU in the first round, and then we had a tough one the second round, and, so we've been there.
Jerry in the back in front.
I imagine you're going to watch the second game. Like, what's the next 24 hours like for you guys? Which figure out who you're going to play, and haven't been here before. And what's the prep process like for you guys?
Yeah, why don't you guys talk about that?
For these next few hours, the next 27, 28 hours, recovery is everything right now. I'm sure the coaches are gonna look at personnel. We're gonna watch this first half of these guys. Tough teams that we're about to go against. We knew it was gonna be 3 very tough games. So we're gonna watch this first half. I'm sure guys are gonna hydrate, eat the right food, put it in their bodies, and get ready for tomorrow.
I'll tell you what this team is like. Yesterday, we had a long day. We had to practice. We got to chop it up because we get 40 minutes here. We got to go somewhere else. It was just getting to be a long day. So we were on the bus coming back from our practice, and the coaches said, you know what, we got to get these guys off their feet. So I went to Dejure and Elijah, and I said, why don't we bag going to that 4 o'clock game? I know we play them tomorrow, Drexel or Wilmington, but why don't you guys get off your feet, go back to the hotel, and we'll just look at some tape. And Dejure said, no, Coach, we got to get to that game. We got to go to that game. We got to get ready for this game. And that's why these guys are great. That's why these guys are, that's why these guys are winners. Because, whatever they're supposed to do today, the short answer is they'll do it. They'll do it. If they're supposed to rest, they will. Supposed to eat, they will.
And we'll go last question here in the front.
The tournament's just getting underway. Hopefully 2 more games for you guys. How important was it to get some of the bench guys in, like Kevin playing a fantastic spark plug and some other guys? How important was it to have a full team effort?
Yeah, it was crucial because it's 3 games in 3 days, and to get those 4 guys coming off the bench, sometimes some meaningful minutes was great, and that's the idea. Make sure it's meaningful minutes. We got Connor in there for the last 35 seconds. I don't know how meaningful that was, but he always gets the biggest. He always gets the biggest cheer. Always, deservedly so.
Yep.
Alrighty, Coach.
All right,
Gentlemen, thank you
everybody.
very much.